Hey everyone, Metal here, back with more commentary after a brief intermission, because I was exploring and catching quite a few things. So I realized, my first thought with Katy here was that I was thinking of just doing a fire sweep with the Scovillain, which could work, but one of her Pokemon has a ground type, or wait, I think a bug type move, of course, or something. No, a rock type move, something, I forget what, but it also has sturdy, so it can hit my Scovillain after the Scovillain gets hit by her first Pokemon. So doing a solo attempt without overleveling would not work here, I think. And also, I just kind of felt like showing off other Pokemon, because I have had many throughout my wonderful adventures. So, as you have seen, I got my, not Snover, Abomasnow. And I think I got Aurora Veil on it, so I gave it a light clay to extend that. And then I decided to show off the album because there are things that I got. Protect is actually pretty easy to get. There's the items you need to get it. There, I forget which, but I mean, I had enough to get a few of those. So that's pretty good. Great move, as I have shown. So I had to actually look up where to find the the ace Pokemon of the final boss guy, in this case, AI Turo, the Turo robot. Did I record? Oh, I did record, and yeah, here's like the way you can actually go back into the place of the Great Crater. I'm a bit underslept today. Sorry if I'm off today. And you can even go to the research stations. So I got plenty of mints and TMs in there, and I recorded that. I guess I went in reverse chronological order. Anyway, that cave, that odd cave, is where you can find Iron Valiant, and I guess I forget. I think it's the Salamence, the Dark Salamence that you can find in Scarlet. Moon, I think. I don't know why I gave up there, but I did. And I did have, as I implied, I had a few attempts losing with just my Scovillain. So, let me think. I don't know why. I guess Abomasnow is just here to take a hit and then do that Aurora Veil. Yeah. So, Aurora Veil is an interesting move. It's actually kind of like that move that, counterattack, whatever comeuppance that Mabostiff has, where it's like, whereas comeuppance is like counter or mirror coat, but can go either way for either kind of attack, but it is just 1.5 times. Aurora Veil is like Reflect and Light Screen combined, but it's only like 1.5 times. Like it divides by like 1.5, I think. Like that's what it does to damage. So in this case, my Lurantis survived that attack, that I think Pounce or Lunge. I think Lunge always reduces attacks. You better watch out for that. Or just use a fire type, I guess. That could probably work. Yeah. So I'm still gonna be using Sunny Day Flamethrower, because Scovillain does still have chlorophyll. Very potent. Very spicy. Okay, so here's that Forretress. I keep forgetting. Well, it'll happen when I switch out. So I already lost 2. By the way, I'm gonna try and generally, because I've recorded a few of these gym battles, I think, or these, like, rematches. And I did 2 with full teams, but practically with, like, 5 Pokemon, sort of. I'll explain with the next gym battle. This one I did with only 5, and the ones further, like after Brassius, I'm just gonna at least attempt to do with only 5. I'll see. I might have to get up to the level cap. As you can see with my Toedscruel, I have not gotten to the level cap. I've not gotten to level 65 or 66. But that's fine. Also, as you might have noticed, I'm not renaming the new Pokemon I got. The ones in my original teams, in the playthrough before the final boss, I have names on those. But the ones I get after that, I'm not renaming. Kind of to, you know, delineate, to show, okay, like this is a new member of the team. How about that? It's got Earth Power. Pretty decent move. And Spore. Funny thing about Toedscruel, it has an ability that makes its, like, status moves, like Spore or Screech or something, it makes them slow. Like, always low priority. Like, bottom priority. Funny. Music. That Megahorn's gonna defeat it. Much like Tentacruel, Toedscruel has low defense. So yeah, although Spore, you know, great move, Toedscruel always goes last with it, so you have to kind of keep that in mind. But if you can take a hit, it's pretty good, just like with that Forretress. So I expected that Aerial Ace to do less, Megahorn to do less damage. But with that bulk up, this Aerial Ace did enough. Probably needed that. Go-Goat's pretty good, pretty defensive, especially at the level cap. I think it could have probably been like a couple levels below. You know, it's got like 56 HP. Spidops. Yeah, it's just gonna finish it off, but that's fine. I don't know what's so special about Spidops. It's got decent defense, as you can tell, you know, like took a strong Aerial Ace, that's impressive. I think that Silk Trap is Protect, but also it slows the opponent down if the opponent hits the web. We're actually probably gonna find another Pokemon that does something similar. I think it's called Toxapex. Generation 7 Pokemon, so I wasn't really familiar with it, but now I know it has another kind of Protect move that poisons. So I need to keep that in mind when I get around to Atticus. So you know how Sun powers up Fire-type moves, and how Scovillain is just a generally powerful Pokemon, and I guess Ursaring is not great at special defense. I mean, it's a powerhouse, don't get me wrong, but as a bug type, it's yeah. It's gone. Oh, that thing was kind of a threat, like in the original battle. I had to like put it to sleep and tail whip. I mean, I might have done it without TMs. As I said, I'm going to redo Katy and redo Brassius. Monotype, weak type, you know, as I'm doing. Level caps and all that. Hardcore. And possibly with no TMs. It's a maybe. I don't know if I can do it. I'll try to stack up some effort values, you know, go first with some speed. Probably be pretty easy, you know, Hoppip are easy to defeat. So just get some from those, and there's that. Yeah, that was a tough battle. I mean, you know, I had grass types against bug type.